What's going on, guys? Zach from iTrendz here, coming at you with a banger of a video. It's going to be a real short one. We're going to be going over the custom buy-sell volume indicator for thinkorswim. It is a must-have if you trade or use thinkorswim for your charting. The basic volume indicator is so inferior to this, not even funny. So without further ado, let's just get right into the charts. So first off, just want to say this off right off the bat. If you're looking for the coding that we're going to input, I'm going to show you how to input that in a second here. If you're looking for that code, it's going to be the top comment. We're going to put it in the comments. Make sure that you check that out because that's where it is. I don't know where the link is online for it anymore. I don't have that. I just have it written down in my notes. So I have the code, posted it in the comments for you guys. So go ahead and copy that code. What we're going to do here is I'm going to show you how to import it. And I'm going to show you what it really does, the customizability with it, and then what you want to, or what you can change with it. So when we go to import it, what we're going to want to do is we want to go up to our studies, our little beaker right here. You can either click studies or click this beaker. You click the beaker and now
What's up? I'm watching this back and I realized that the Zoom recording when I was sharing my screen, it was only the desktop, so things didn't pop up. So anyway, I'm just going to put some photos on here, show you exactly what I mean, what I'm talking about right here. You'll see it right now. So anyway, back to the other Zach.
Your edit studies and strategies comes up. What you're going to want to do is navigate down to the create. And this is going to open up where you're going to input the code. Again, that's down in the comments. Please take a look. And as you can see, it says new study 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to type in volume. I just like to name it volume pressure. You can see that that name's already used. So I'm just going to type volume pressure 3. That way it's a new one. And what you're going to want to do is get rid of all this text here. So the plot data equals close, that blah, blah, blah. You want to get that out of there, right? And so that I just pasted now what I have in the top comments. Again, check that for the code, please. What we're going to want to do here is we're going to actually want to take a delete number 2, and we're going to get rid of the declare lower. So please delete declare lower, right? So now we just have everything in here, and we're going to press OK, and that's going to actually put it inside of our studies here. And so what we're going to want to do is type in volume pressure and then type in volume pressure 3. To bring that in, if we can double click here. Well, I don't know why it's not bringing it in. There we go. All right, so what we want to see here is you can see this is the default volume indicator. Not very helpful, to be honest. Like, what are you using with this? Like, it's all blue and it doesn't even tell you whether it's green or red. Honestly, I never really even thought about it, but this is a completely useless indicator right here, this default one. Now let's look at the new one. First of all, let's get rid of this piece of trash because we don't need it. Let's go up here. There we go. So we don't need that default one. What we want to do is we want to check out this new one here, right? So you get a lot of data. Not only do you get to visually see it, you do get a lot of data. As you can see right here, you can see the average 30 days volume on Apple here. Over the past 30 days, 37 or rather 67.7 million is the average volume over the past 30 days. Today we have a volume of 29 million. That's 43% of our average in the 30 days, right? Your average 30 bars is 67.7 million. Because we're on the daily chart, these numbers are going to be the same. If we switch this to, say, an hourly chart, now the numbers are going to look different. The average 30 bars on the hourly chart, so the average last 30 hourly bars, is 3.9 million. The current bar is 4.38 million, and that is currently 112% of the average 30 bars. So you could say that this hourly candle, if it's super strong and it has more volume over the past 30 bars, then that's a good thing if it's in the direction that you're looking for it to be in, right? And then what's also really awesome is if we go back to this daily, because it's a little bit easier to break it down on a daily, and then we can zoom in and I'll tell you the difference. You can see that the current bar sell ratio. So this means that this is 63% buyers inside of this daily candle here, which is very interesting to see because we're in a low point on Apple here. Not saying that we're going to reverse and go see highs, because that's absolutely not what's going to happen. Not financial advice. But it is just very interesting because we are getting a little bit oversold at these levels. We've been having some significant red days. So a little pushback up to this 160 is kind of inevitable here. Maybe a little bit lower at this 159 level before seeing some continued downside. But it's very interesting because you can actually see this moving. Like we just saw it at 33%. Now it's at 28%. Right? So it's going down and down and down. So it's very cool to see this in real time. You're seeing that the buyers are coming in. Now, granted, we only have 43% volume on the day. It's about noon. So we should expect a lack of volume in the market right now up until about power hour. But anyway, I want to break this down on an hourly. So it's very, very cool because you can see on an hourly, you can see that it was 28% current sell bar on the daily, but on the hourly you go and it's actually 56% sold. So 44% of this candle right here are buyers, 55% now are sellers, right? So this is very, very interesting to see. As you can see, it's jumping around. And then if you can go down again, the current candle on the 5-minute is currently bussing, and there's only 2% sellers. So 98% buyers inside of this candle here. And then if we just zoom in, and let's actually extend this so you guys can see it, right? Obviously, you wouldn't have your chart looking like this, but if you wanted to, I mean, be your guest if you want to, but be my guest, I mean, but you can see it shows you the ratio. So the ratio right here is about 40% current sellers, right? So this is 40% current sellers. This is 60% buyers. So it's really, really kind of cool to see that, because you can see the volume, the sellers volume increasing, right? Or rather, you can see the sellers volume decreasing as we're getting towards those support levels, and then the buyers volume increasing here, right? Increasing. And then the seller's volume, okay, is kind of coming into the market and slowing it down right at this 155 level after pushing up from 154 and 153.60. So it's very, very cool. So let's just go to another random stock. Let's go to like Exxon on the day, right? So let's see. I actually have some charts. Let's get rid of this for you guys. So let's see. For example, we have 36% daily volume relative to the average 30 days. So that's kind of low, being that it's 11:30. Your average 30 bars, we're at only 4% on this 5-minute, but the 5-minute actually literally just opened. So that's something to ignore. In a little bit, I'm going to show you guys my custom settings. I get rid of some things because I don't really care about some of that stuff in there, and I'll get in that in a second. But you can see down here, again, it's splitting the volume. So you can see that we opened up right around here. Where are we at? Right around here, we opened up. And since open, we had some extreme selling pressure. You can see big sells, big sells, big sells, big sells. And really wasn't until we got to this lower area, like this 1030-ish area, where you see some bigger buyers coming into the market here on XOM. And you can see that we're kind of stagnant. You can see that the buyer's volume is potentially coming back into the market here. Seller's volume is remaining weak, and we are forming this little W on the day. So we might see something like this, right? We might see something like this. This is our neckline right here. And we might see a little move back up towards this area. Oh, I don't know how that happened. This area right here, excuse me. This 96.12 area, right? So that's it's very, very helpful to see in real time how many buyers and sellers are actually entering the market. This isn't a video to tell you how to use volume. This is just a video to show you the superior volume indicator to use on thinkorswim. So I want to show you guys my customization, because there's actually a lot of customization inside of this that you can do. If you go up to the beaker.
Hi, it's me again. So again, I'm just going to show you a screenshot of the custom. I'm my other guy. He's going to run through it. You're going to see the screenshot. You could just copy the screenshot or do whatever you'd like. This is just the custom settings that I use personally. Also, I'd like to say that XOM did exactly as we said in the video right there. Would have been a nice little 20-minute trade, excuse me. But anyway, this has been Zach #2. I'll see you guys later.
You can click the beaker and then come over to this gearbox on the right side of the volume pressure indicator, and now you have your settings for that. So there's a bunch of settings, yes, 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 and then you have buy volume, volume, average, volume, etc. So what I want is, honestly, I don't care about the average volume. So get that out of there. I don't need that volume average. You already have it telling you the average volume. I don't need to see it in the form of a moving average or a line, right? So I love the show sell volume percent. The percentage of the past 30 bars, I personally don't really care about it. I like to show current bars, the current 30 bar average. I don't care. I don't need to see the number. All I need to see is a percentage, right? So show percentage of 30-day average volume. I like that on there. Show today's volume. Obviously, I like to see that. And then to show the 30-day average, I mean, I'm not really too interested in that personally, but you can leave it on if you want. So mine usually looks like this, where we have this today's volume, the percentage of the last 30 days of that this volume is, the current bar, and then the current bar sell. And that's all I really care about, to be honest. I really, really am just looking at the volume, the percentage of that, the percentage of the past 30 days, excuse me, and then the current sell volume. And that's all that I'm interested in. But anyway, this is it. I'm going to wrap it up here. If you guys want, again, it is in the comments. Highly recommend that you use it. Like we saw in the beginning, that blue volume indicator is just like that. Honestly, looking back at that now, I haven't looked at that in years, and that is just pointless, man. You can't see anything from that. So this is very, very helpful when you're trading, especially in real time. It's going to tell you that's current sell buyers volume. So that's very, very helpful for me personally. I utilize it a lot inside of my trades. But anyway, this has been Zach with iTrendz. Feel free to check out the links in the description. Discord, we got products in there. There's a top tier free product that we just recently dropped and updated, believe it or not. We actually just updated it yesterday on the 5th of September. So feel free to check that out. That's a free options trading journal. Every single trader, regardless of what you trade, needs a journal. So feel free to check that out. Anyway, we appreciate all the support and feedback, and I'll catch you in the next one.